Guys, it has been a crazy, crazy day, not just in terms of making models and printing models for the Kickstarter, which I have been doing, but I've been working a deal that might sound a little bit strange, but I've actually taken advantage of this in the past and it's worked out to my advantage. I have been contacted by a filament supplier. They are making this, they're called Artisan, and they are making these packs of multicolored filaments, little micro spools of filament. These are ostensibly for these 3D printed pens, but they do work in normal 3D printers. You just have to be able to use 1.75 millimeter filament. So if you have a 3 millimeter filament machine, you're kind of out on this. Here's the deal. Here's what they're doing. They're wanting to boost their Amazon numbers. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to contact you guys over the course of the next couple of weeks, and I'm going to contact 3 or 4 of you per day and send you a link to their store and a coupon code. You follow the link, buy the filament, put in the coupon code, it drops the price to 0, and then you get the filament for nothing. You might have to pay for shipping, and I'm not sure if that's going to be a problem because you live in some far off land that shipping is going to kill you. Let me know. But if you have Amazon Prime, I don't think that you'll have to pay for shipping. So that's the one little gray area. But it does mean that you're getting a $14 pack of filament for free. So if you've pledged $25, that's like half of your pledge that you're getting back in free filament. So I think that's a fantastic deal. And each one of these little micro spools, you might think, oh, that's not enough filament to do anything. That is enough filament to print 2 low poly dinos. I've tested it. I took advantage of a similar deal in the past and I ended up with like 10 packs of these. So I've been using those to print these low poly dinos. And so it works and it happens. And this is, like I say, they're boosting their numbers. And so they've put out that you guys can get more or less, well, you guys can get free filament just for backing the Kickstarter, and they get a boost to their Amazon numbers. But when you get those coupon codes, you have to use them soon because they want this to be over a course of time, over a course of a couple of weeks. That's why I'm only giving it to you guys 3 or 4 at a time. So that's the deal with when you get that message, that's what this is about. I don't think that there's any funny business on that. Like I say, I've had something similar in the past and it worked out great for me. This should work out great for you, but keep in contact with me. If there's any funny business, let me know, okay? I don't want this to stick anybody, but I don't think it will, honestly. I think that this just means that you guys are getting a great deal on free filament just for backing my Kickstarter. So that's a great value for you guys. So a big thank you for your backing in a real way. I hope that you enjoy that. Now let's talk about the models that I've been making. I did finally print the Ankylosaurus, and there it is, and it looks good. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm starting to second guess my modeling and thinking maybe I could do things differently, and should I change it around and maybe flatten the back? I don't know. I'm going to be looking at these models until the last minute. This is just the way that I am, but check it out. If you got any suggestions for making it look better, please hit me up in the comments. But the Ankylosaurus printed good, and now I have modeled something else for you. So let us jump over and take a look at that. It's the Megalodon, and I did not rotate it properly. This is the way it will sit when you are using it. And I've set it up so that it will sit on 4 points here, which is super cool. Now, here's the problem when modeling a shark. Sharks are boring creatures from a design perspective. When they are born, to the time that they are a megalodon, they have the exact same proportions. Exact same proportions. Design-wise, they are super, super boring. So with this design, I tried to push the prehistoric and teethy nature of this beast, but I'm a little bit concerned that in doing so, I might have pushed it too far into the realm of cartoony. I don't know. I mean, I like the design. I do like this design. But let me know what you think, and let me know if I should keep working on it a little bit. Maybe I should push the fin back just a little bit. I don't know. It does. It should print well. This is how it prints, right on its nose. That's why it's kind of got a flat nose, but it's not so flat that it's flat enough that it's got good contact with the surface, but it's not so flat that it looks funny. And and yeah, everything goes up in nice angles from there. So it's going to be a successful print. I'm testing one of these at the makerspace right now, so I'll have that print tomorrow. But if you guys tell me, hey guys, that just doesn't look like it doesn't match the rest of the dynos, let me know, and I'll do some redesigning on it. Or if you absolutely love this guy, if you think that he looks perfect and he's going to be a great addition to the collection as is, then let me know too, and let me know that I can stop futzing with it and start working on something else. Now, I did model one more thing today. I modeled the volcano. For those of you who are keeping score, we talked about the volcano before we talked about the megalodon in the polls, and I modeled the volcano. But I ran into a couple of problems with it. First of all, what size do I model this for? In other words, what printer do I model this for? See, if I'm modeling something that will hold dinosaurs printed to maybe even sometimes push the build volume of the Monoprice Select Mini, there's no way that a stand that holds many of these could be printed on the Monoprice Select Mini. I have to scale it. It has to be for a bigger printer. Now, for this particular model, what I did was I assumed two things. One, this is sized for a Ender 3, which is a 200 by 200 approximately by 250 build volume, and the dinosaurs on it are scaled down 50%, which is a huge savings in size, and it means that I could cram them all on here. But that was a lot of liberties taken with the design. First of all, I chose that printer, and second of all, I scaled down the models. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know if I should consider something else. I could also just say, hey, you need a CR10 to print this, and it has to be the even bigger volume, and we can maybe work with the full-size dinos. But the other problem is, how many dinos do I put on this thing? Right now, we've only got 8 or 9 dinos to put on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with Megalodon. But how many are we going to have by the end? Are we going to have 10, 12, 15? Ooh, wouldn't that be wonderful? I don't know. I don't know how many to model on here. So I was thinking maybe I need to hold off on the volcano and do it at the end. You guys have voted. It will be in the Kickstarter, but I think it will be the last thing modeled for the Kickstarter. Now there's one more complication. As soon as I finished modeling this thing, Blender crashed and took all the work with me, and of course I didn't save, and it was just gone. So I'm going to have to restart on this thing, which is okay. I figured out how to do it. It is a combination of low poly modeling, then high polying it, and then decimating it back down to give it this nice jaggy look. I'm really proud of the way it turned out, but I just don't know how many dinos to put on it. So let me know if you have any thoughts about this model and how I can do it right, and what considerations. Like, is the size of it just going to be such a big problem that you'll never be able to print it, or will you be able to print it? I don't know. I'm really. Also, you'll notice I put all the dinos on just one face. I'm thinking of cutting off the back, you know, third of it, so that it is a front-facing display as well. So that's going on with this one. It's really, I think it's too complicated for me to tackle this right now. But let me know your thoughts on the volcano right now, so that I can put those into effect when we model this later. Okay, so that's everything for today. Like I said, super crazy busy day for me. So close. Right now, we are so close to that next stretch goal. At the time of recording, we haven't hit it yet, but it's possible that we hit it by the time you watch this, because it's really late tonight and you're probably not going to watch this until tomorrow morning. But so close to that next stretch goal, which means I will have another poll to decide on what we're going to model for that level of stretch goal. Again, let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions for dinosaurs to add to the list, because I'm running out of models to put on this list that I think would be interesting. So let me know what models you want to see so that we can vote on those. But that's where we're at right now. I want to thank you guys very much for your support. I want to thank you guys very much for making this Kickstarter so awesome. And I want to say, like I always do, safety first. Dinosaurs, they'll mess you up if you don't watch your safety. I'll see you guys next time.